So wonderful, lovely good morning, and welcome to our very first morning trading call. Today it's the first call and it's not live because I don't have access to my new YouTube channel this morning. It's up at 9:15 this morning, so it's a recording, and the rest of the day we will have the live updates in our Trader's Yard room. So I'm really happy to continue with my own trading morning call because I got replaced by another guy in the morning briefing show from Admiral. So I know a lot of people or a lot of followers and listeners want to follow my trading approach. So therefore, I make the decision to continue with my own morning show, and I call it Trading Morning Call. In a shortcut, it's TMC. I'm really happy that you show this, and this is just only an English YouTube channel, and of course the Trading Morning Call is just only in English. Why? Yeah, it's the continuation of the morning briefing show, and the morning briefing show was also in English. If you want to follow German, then I have a German account, a German YouTube call, DowHow Trading, of course, and I make a lot of German webinars for XM, for example, then on Friday with Admiral Markets, of course, and WHS, for example, WHS, WH Self-Invest in German. I make videos every morning, and Friday, the morning briefing show. If you want to follow the German one, then you get in touch with me and we will find a solution. And in the Trader's Yard room, I talk in English and German as well. But this YouTube channel is just only for the English audience this morning. So I have a little bit circumstances because I have the craft workers in my house today, so I have to work the first day here in my home office this morning. So we want to talk about trading and a kind of continuation of the morning briefing show. And so therefore I'm looking forward to see you and to work with you in this brand new YouTube channel. And of course, up to tomorrow, I guess it's a live streaming, not today, but up to tomorrow, I make a live streaming in YouTube channel. So you can watch it on YouTube and on Trader's Yard at the same time if you want. And so you can follow me wherever you are. Okay, so thanks very much. And first of all, the risk note, I have to do it by my own. You're responsible for your own trading, by the way. This YouTube channel now and this trading morning call is completely free of any broker. So whatever you do, it's up to you. We just talk about trading ideas and we manage our trades. They are still running on the Admiral's account, and they promised me that I can work with this account to the rest of the year to bring it back to the initial amount, 10,000 euros. I hope they will hold their promise, and we will see. Otherwise, we will find another solution. Okay, so let's come and I want to start with the quote of the day, as I used to do so. Don't be irritated that I watched the other monitor, because that's my Mac and that's the screen. So the quote of the day comes from Michael Covell, and there is an interesting, we talked about last week in the morning briefing show about the drawdown, and the drawdown now is defined as the percent retrenchment from an equity peak to an equity valley. But we must be carefully. In such a drawdown, which means you have a couple of losses in a row, which brings you from high of your account back to a valley, for example, and of course back. We call it drawdown and recovery, by the way. So the point is that we must be really carefully with this, because in a drawdown, there are just technical mistrades and not human parts. So if you make mistakes by breaking the rules, breaking the law of probability, something like this, if of course it brings your account down, but it's not really a part of the drawdown. A drawdown is just only defined as if your rules are there, you stick to rules, and the trade is not running, and it goes to your stop loss because you cut your stop loss, you cut the loss, something like this. So be careful with this, and this is why we should control the emotions, because the emotions should never and might never influence and affect the technical part in trading. This is really good and best to know about the drawdown. Okay, then let's see about numbers today. And as you know, since I can make now my own show, I'm free of any news because I don't want to talk about news, economy news. So I don't care about that because everything is seen in the chart. So there's just only one number which is important for me, and I have to pay attention. That's the rate decisions and maybe the on Friday we have the non-farm payrolls because that brings a lot of volatility into the market. Yeah. And by the way, up to tomorrow, you can ask live questions in the YouTube channel on Traders Yard, and I can answer you because up to tomorrow we make a live show, by the way. Okay. So you see in my chart, in my chat, there is Bank of Canada today. And I guess this afternoon at 3:30 or 4 o'clock around about this. So be careful about the rate decision about Canada dollar this morning. Okay, so let's come to our DAX trading. And as you can see, I opened yesterday at the 0.2. It was a small loss. Before I went to bed, there was a chance to continue. I opened the trade last night again. So actually, we saw a trend continuation after I went into the chart. I opened the trade, so my stop loss is at the last 0.3. And let's see if there will show up maybe a new downtrend. It looks like that there will show up now a new downtrend too, which means there is the first trend arm here and this one. Okay, then this is a kind of spike, which means we go down there. And this is now the second trend arm, basically. And here we go. I'm a little bit late. I don't jump after the chart, and I want to show about my real this one here. Is there really that's the future price. Okay, there is also a new trend arm. Yeah, it's the same. Okay, no problem. So we can wait until the third trend arm, and then we can open the contrary position in DAX. Okay, so we will never know what happens on the right side of the chart. Okay, let's come to, I'm not sure, and maybe you can give me a little bit response, because while I make the show for admirals, I have to talk about the 5 top instruments every morning. And this costs me always a lot of time. So I'm not sure if we should continue with this, and maybe you can give me a response by comments if you want that we talk about the 5 top instruments. For this morning, I will do it, and you give me a response if we should do it, or if we should talk about your own trading ideas, or we should go through this chart or through the normal charts. So for this morning, I will do it for you. So Bitcoin is really interesting because we are waiting for an entry and we need a close deeper than 38 at the best. And then we can open a position here too. So the next one, but it's not only the top instruments, I would say it's it's in the important markets if we talk about the Dow Jones, for example. So, and let's come to Dow Jones. Yeah, and as you can see, I told you yesterday, yeah, we need a correction deeper than 38. So be careful with this. You can set a pending order at the 0.2 in case the price will jumping up immediately. Then you can be a part of it. It's a kind of catastrophic order because we should never miss a trend. Or you can wait. Let's see on the right side of the chart what happens next. We can be prepared. DAX 40 in 4-hourly chart. And here we go. Yeah, actually, here is the same what we are waiting for. That's the new trend here. And I'm waiting for that the price goes deeper than 38. then we can open a position. We have a lot of space to go up to the point of control, even also in Dow Jones, by the way. Yeah. So next one is the gold price, and thanks God we cut the loss, because as you can see the price is going down. And now, ladies and gentlemen, be careful, because now we have a new downtrend in gold, which is really important to see, because we should not miss the entry. So that's the first trend arm here. You can see it here, up. And now we are in the move, which means now the trend is going to be valid. And then the next correction is ours. So I guess it will not happen today. Maybe it could depend a little bit from a Canadian rate decision. Yeah, but it's not really important. So check it. Wait for what happens on the right side of the chart. Okay. So, and Euro USD is one of the running trades. I will come up to the running trades right now. And therefore we start with Australian dollar, Swiss franc. And there I got open a position in long, because that is kind of my catastrophic order. You know, I went to bed last night and said, okay, there's a correction, and I don't want to miss it. In case the price is jumping up immediately, then I want to be a part of it. So the short is still running. And by the way, the short is safe, because I trailed a hard stop to the last 0.3, so there can nothing happen. No loss, by the way. And on the other side, if the price is going up, then I will be a part of it. Yeah. And the stop loss for the moment where you calculate your money is always at the 0.3. So now it's really carefully, because we are in the entry arm, and if there will show up a blue trend candle, then I trail the hard stop and I cut the possible loss, and it goes back to the watch list. Yeah, because you know, two things must happen. Even a trend continuation, either a trend continuation or a trend break. Just only these two things can happen. Must happen, by the way. That's the logic in trading, by the way. Okay, let's come to Australian dollar, Japanese yen. So by the way, we have to, yesterday I said, okay, this is not really a trend candle, but I want you to show something. You know, I always have this is always a different account. And what I'm doing is that I check it on my real account. And there you see, for example, I have here the same order, the same trade running, and you see there is a changing of the color. I have to again, let me see. That was, yes, Australian dollar, Japanese. So you see, this is changing of the color on my real account, and this is a real data feed. It's from the exchange directly. So I pay attention more my real account than the CFD account. So therefore there is a changing of the color. That means for me, okay, I have a new trend arm here, and therefore, and that's the good thing here, I can trail my soft stop, because actually I have a trend continuation here, and that's really cool. So that means, okay, let's trail the soft stop, and that's cool, and we are in profit, we cannot lose money. Yeah, yeah, I think that's a good idea. Okay, let's go to Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I guess they are playing the rumors in the market, because we expect the Canadian rate decision today, and maybe they play a kind of rumors this morning. So we are safe in that trade. If you are not sure about the rate decision this afternoon, then maybe you can trail the hard stop into the profit, and then you are safe. Nothing can happen. So, okay. So everything is fine. Just let it go. So Euro, Australian dollar. By the way, about the spread this morning, my third position opened again. So I have to, of course, to trail the stop here to the last 0.3 roundabout. Is it? Yes. Oh no! I did it this morning already. I did it this morning already. So this is my stop loss for the third position, because oh no, Yeah, of course, of course, of course. Yes, third position is open, and yes, I have to manage it right now. So three positions are still open because I'm expecting that that the trend will continue. So next one is Euro Japanese yen. Yes, finally, ladies and gentlemen, that's really cool. That's trend following. You will never know what happens next. We see a trend continuation, and that means we can trail the soft stop here, and we are kind of safe because the trend is 933 pips in profit. That's really cool. I love trend following, by the way. And this is what you can learn, of course, in my online trading course. For example, if you go on DowHowTrading.com and there on the English button, by the way, then you will find all the content you need. And if you can here to start your trading education, and then you come to the first worldwide, really the worldwide first trading education program based on pure logic. Not any strategy. The strategy is a part of logic, but yeah, you know where you find me if you want. Euro New Zealand dollar. The short position gets stopped out in the last candle because it's just a zero. It was no loss. That's important. And now the long position is going on. Let's see. And here we come to Euro USD. And yeah, there was also no break. And by the way, there is a trend continuation. No, that was just a spike here. And therefore, there is the trend continuation. So the soft stop is at the last 0.3. And we should be careful in case there will show up a new downtrend. So we will talk about in the rest of the day in the Traders Yacht community. And Traders Yacht community is this one here. You see it here. It's on tradersyacht.com, and the name is DowHow Live Trading Room English. You can see it here. DowHow Live Trading Room English. 441 participants for the moment, and there you will find the chat and something like this, and there will happen the updates every 4 hours. Yeah, and there I answer your questions, by the way. So we have British pound, Japanese yen, and it looks like we see a new high. That means we have a new 0.2, and that means we have now the new confirmed 0.3, which means the last 0.3 is placed here. Let's see how far the trend will go. We will see. British pound, New Zealand dollar. I got out with a small profit, and I set a pending order in case. Yeah, this is what I did last night because I missed one candle in the night at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock. So therefore, I set a pending order before I went to bed last night, and in case that the trend will continue again. So, but actually, this is not happening right now. So actually, for the moment, I leave the order and I trail it closer. Yeah, in case that the trend will continue because we are still in a second trend arm. So be prepared for that. British pound USD comes a little bit back. But the second position is still running for the moment. I set a third position in case, but this morning the price comes a little bit back. So, but there is nothing to do for the moment, I would say. Okay. So if you want, for example, but there is a trend continuation. So therefore, there is no cutting of loss. We are expecting that the trend will continue. New Zealand Canadian dollar. Oh yes. Here I opened the next position for the way up, and I trailed the stop because there was no trend continuation here. So I trailed the stop for the second position to get out because the first position is safe. There's the stop loss at the last 0.3. And there's unfortunately no trend continuation because the big spike of the rate decision last week brought this situation that about the spike there is no trend continuation. So therefore, I'm still in my entry arm for my second position, and therefore I trailed the hard stop and I'm looking for a re-entry. And the last one is US dollar Japanese yen. Yeah, we had a small winner with the short, and now the price is going up again. So let's see how far this trend will go. I'm really excited about this because the downtrend, oh, the uptrend, sorry, is still valid because there was not really a break. Yeah, let's see if we climb up to the last point too. Really, really excited. Okay, so on the watch list, Bitcoin, as I told you, Euro British Pound, we are still in. Oh, by the way, I have to do it here because British Pound USD. We have an open position. Stop loss for the moment is at the last 0.3. And the moment there will show up a blue trend candle, then trail the hard stop closer, and then we make a re-entry in case we got out. Okay, and gold, we are waiting for a possible short. And Australian New Zealand dollar, I got out. You see, it was a good idea, but it was not possible to open a trade again, neither in the second trend nor in the third one, because that was last night, and that was the last candle I saw at 11 o'clock. So I was not really sure, and in case. Sometimes it's a little bit stupid to miss this trade, but I will keep it on the watch list. Maybe there is about this big spike. There is actually no trend continuation for the moment. So maybe we are lucky guys and the price will come back and we can make a re-entry. So let's see what happens next. So for the moment, this is a 0.3, but not confirmed. For a confirmation of the last 0.3, we need a clear close above that. And this spike is, stupid. We need a close above this spike. Then it's a real trend continuation. Okay, come back to DAX. And you see there is no trend continuation again. Yeah, it's a kind of, although, let's see. No, it's not real. No, not real. The spike and no closes below the spike. So just let it go. And maybe we can make a re-entry here. So just wait for it. I will inform you in the Trader's Yacht Room. Okay, if you want to have more information, you will find me here on my homepage. You can send me a contact or whatever there is. And up to tomorrow, we make this at 8 o'clock in live here on Trader's Yacht, and of course then on live streaming on YouTube. Thanks for your understanding and thanks for listening. Here again, it is brand new trading morning call, shortcut TMC. And thanks for the understanding about the circumstances, about the recording today. And now I wish you a lovely day. And as always, have courage and be kind, and may the force of the rules be with you. See ya tomorrow.